Hey, what's going on, guys? Hexer, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Power of the Prime Swoop. You can find this figure and many others like it at Big Bad Toy Store. Just follow the link in the description. I'm going to show this guy off all his modes. So you got the robot, you have the pterodactyl, and then you also have the arm and the leg. And he also has like a few little gimmicks here as well. So as you can see that he comes with a sword, the figure, and also this kind of like a little chest piece thing or foot or hand, whatever you want to call this. So anyways, you can take this little clear piece out, and if you purchase one of these little pretenders, they come with a little Titan Master guy, and you can go ahead and put him in there if you wanted to. Fits in there pretty nice and snug, and flip this out, and now he's got himself a shield that he can hang on to, or some kind of shield. Looks a little weird, but if you wanted to put all his accessories with him, and whenever you put them on the shelf, then you could do that, or you can leave this little clear piece in here. But this is probably the gimmick that they're wanting to show off in case kids buy these, or if you're an adult collector, maybe you don't use this at all, which I'm not going to. So. All right, so moving that to the side, taking this little guy out. Another thing, with these, if you purchase them, then you could, have another gun, which it doesn't look too bad. They'd probably look better with Voyagers though, just because of the size. And all these little joints, like there's nothing really solid on here. Like it looks like the elbows, they do have a pin in here, but like the hands would pop off. The wings, they can pop off. They just snap right back into place, so I guess that's good. And let's see, put this thing back together. Alright, so the sword he comes with looks pretty nice. You can get that to focus. Yeah, so you can see that you have this clear little bit up here, same there, but as far as the detail of it, looks pretty good. As far as the figure itself, as far as articulation goes, you do have rotation here in the head. You do have it in the shoulder, back and forth, in and out. You have a mushroom peg there at the bicep. The elbow bends 90 degrees. The hands, they go in and out, I guess, if you want to say, but that's part of transformation. You have the wings back here to where this can come down, which is part of transformation, or they can even go all the way up here like so. So if you wanted to have this guy, I don't know, like it even kind of more out there like that, and you could even spread these out. I think that looks kind of cool, to be honest. But you display your figures however you want. So, but you can move that, and they also can come in as well, which is part of the transformations. The waist, you can see that this beak part right here comes down past the waist, and it kind of snaps into place there, so you wouldn't be able to move the waist. But if you just like pull it up just so it's not snapped in, and you can move the waist some there, and you can see it doesn't really doesn't push the beak out a ton. Just unsnap that way you can move the waist however you want to. So there's that. The legs go back and forth, in and out. You have the rotation here with a mushroom peg. You also have the 90-degree bend there, and feet go front and back, and they're also molded to where they're kind of at an angle, so you can get a little bit better poses out of him. As far as the face sculpt goes, I think they did a pretty nice job. I like that with the blue eyes, the silver face, a little bit of red back here. You can see some more tampographed, little paint and stuff, some green paint, some more red and red going down here. I guess the only thing as far as color goes that I'd prefer is you went black waist and then black legs, but just this part hip section you went silver. I wish they would have just kept it all black. It just kind of looks weird going through there. So also I'm sure they'll come out with a red chest variant at some point, which will be the toy variant, where this is more of the tune accuracy from G1. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the transformation. So just straighten up the head there. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with the beak, and then we can come in with the hands. And we'll go into the pterodactyl mode first. So you're going to rotate this a quarter turn. You see that there's a peg right there, and then there is a slot right here in the waist. So we're going to just kind of come down with that like at an angle, and that'll peg into there. So quarter turn, do the same thing with that. And it should look something like that. you can go ahead and put the legs together. And see, make sure that these are kind of at this angle to where this is going up and down, because if you have it like this, you can see that this little peg is kind of going to the side, so you want to bring it out to where it's going up and down. These ones right there, so because you can see that that's where these would fit. So you just bring the legs around. Only problem is on mine don't seem to stay in those pegs. I tried it over and over again, so I'm just gonna leave it just setting on top, because every time if I try to get them in those pegs, it seems like it'll separate these. So like I can get that in there, and you see this just keeps on popping out, even though I have it lined up correctly. This one over here seems to get in there and stay in there just fine, but they wouldn't be connected. So I'd rather have them connected, and they can just, you know, kind of rest on the top. So that's just something that's, you know, with my particular figure. So it might not be the same on yours, but I just wanted to go ahead and point it out. Now you can have these legs pulled out like so, and you can open up the mouth. Just get a little pin here. And there you can have him in that mode where he's just kind of sitting on the shelf. Oh, and spread these wings out. I think that looks pretty good, you know, especially using this kind of clear plastic on top of the gold. So very reminiscent of G1. The red beak here looks nice. The wings, that would have been awesome if they were chrome or something. Probably some type of San Diego Comic-Con exclusive in the future. But I think this mode looks pretty good. You know, another thing, you know, very reminiscent of the G1 figure, to where you had the arms where they tucked into the side, and then you had the legs where the feet they wrapped around on the back. I'd show you if I still had my G1s. I mean, it's very similar. So, but I think that's very cool. You could also do the thing where you can lift his head up like so. And then you can put these little feet down to where it looks like, you know, he's flying. Like, you know, you get the idea. So, very cool little figure there. You can add this little backpack thing. So just flip this up, and you have these two little holes, and then those pegs, and then you can kind of see how it lines up right there. So I think it was like this. So that can sit on top as well. Do that. All right, so first off, to get him into, I guess we'll go arm mode. Go ahead and come down with that. And come down with the legs. Go ahead and straighten these out. Do the same thing with this one. And we'll leave these things stuck together. Come down with feet. And again, quarter turn, take the arms off, quarter turn, and you can see that there is a slot right there, and then you have another peg right there on that wrist, so that'll fit in there. Do the same thing with this one, and that'll fit just like so. Wish the pegs on the legs were a little bit better. But go ahead and quarter turn the waist, come down with the wings all the way down, so it's like that. And then you can come forward with the wings and close those up like so. And then come out with your little combiner port thing here. And we'll turn this into a hand. So we got a thumb, and then just rotate that in. There you go. So similar to that, you know, you'll have articulation, risk, rotating. Again, mine seems to not connect very well down there, but you know, you got the bend here, bend back and forth, rotation there, and then you'll be able to rotate right here too. So the well, I think, you know, this would look pretty cool as far as arm if I was going to do combine mode. I think it looks a little bit clean or cleaner whenever you put it into its leg mode. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just going to spread these out and rotate these back out. So what we're going to do is come forward with this section here and just kind of leave that. Come up with that. The arms, disconnect those, and see, come back down like we had before whenever we put him into his alt mode. So you got the arms like so, and then this will collapse up and cover that up. Do the same thing over here. And then just connect those like that. Then you can come forward with the wings again. Just make sure that they're, you know, all the way down. And then there you have your foot mode, which again, like I said, you know, I think this one looks pretty clean because it's flat back here and all this, you know, it's not like you know, like a jet where it has wings and everything, because these wings kind of fold up and it just looks a little bit tighter. So I think that looks pretty nice. So you would have articulation where this would bend back and forth and rotate. All right, so put them back in his robot mode. We'll go ahead and just swing the wings out. Go ahead and give those just a slight turn that way. Put the combiner port back in. Come back, and there's little pegs back there for the neck. Collapse the legs back down. And then you have the hands. Pull those out. Unpeg the arm. Pull the hand out. Give that a quarter turn. Come down with that. And we'll fold the wings down. And there you have him back in his, you know, robot mode. And you could add the sword and all that good stuff. So anyways, there's a little look at Swoop. I think he's a pretty cool little figure. Reminds me a lot of G1, so I like him. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.